I'm Alita. We are live from the Funky Monkey. Christian is behind the camera. We've added another Martin Miller to the clan here. That's Nate over on the, he's learning to do the machine. All the things, y'all, all the things. Chris is somewhere in the back. Let's talk about some housekeeping first. This is Knowledge is Power. Nate's like, why are you doing this to me? What is wrong with you? See, this is what happens. This is what it looks like when I'm filming around here, y'all. This is Knowledge is Power. We talk about all things cannabis product during this series. We give away a $25 gift certificate rewarding you for putting a green heart below or telling us you like us. That helps that our content run better. Cindy, say the last name, Christian.
Matausic?
Okay. That you are this week's winner. You have 2 weeks to come and claim your $25 prize. We are going to talk about all things cannabis, my favorite topic of all time. So for those people that follow us on social media regularly, I just came back from Colorado. So I kind of did an experiment. I knew what new products we had landing. Remember, we can't even talk about some of those products that we got landed here today because they're going to be on the really banned content. So I'm going to do the very best I can to kind of hint around things that we have in stock. But what I did find is in Texas, we're living in the Wild West. That's kind of where we are right now with cannabis products. I genuinely believe that the gummies and the new Vapefuls that we have in stock are as strong, if not stronger, than normal Vapefuls that I found in Colorado. That's a bold statement, right? That's a bold statement to say that I think that the hemp products, remember, the hemp products that we have, totally legal, came out of the hemp plant. Do I think that the scientists have been a little sneaky with how they slid some products in? Absolutely. But I'm not the legislature. I'm not here to do that. We bought ourselves a two-year window of grace, so we may leave the Wild West at some point. But until then, we're going to keep going with selling products that I absolutely believe, especially about some of the products we're going to talk about today, are 100% as effective as Colorado cannabis products. I'm going to say. So let's talk about a few things. First of all, you've been waiting. We can't show them. I'm walking the line of very things gray by continuing to talk about cannabis products on the live. We do have all of the Vapefuls in. So everything that we've been talking about, that I told you gummies were coming in, new Vapefuls were coming in, those have all arrived. I'm not going to show them to you. We're not going to talk about them in detail on this live. That's what I'm going to say about those. I'm going to talk about a few other things. I'm going to come back to those, but that's literally all I'm going to say is they're here. We have them in every variety you can ever think of. Christian's making us a cheat sheet between THCO, THCB, blah, 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 all the things that go with that so that we can work on it. So I'm going to start with the basics. When we're talking about smokables, why would a smokable be important? So I would love to tell you that you could all get your hand on high quality flower, right? I have flower in the store. It is truly hemp flower. It is not changed any amount. Do I believe that the flower is equivalent to the Colorado flower? I do not. I do not believe that they are the same. I believe that the hemp flower that we have, let me show, come over here, Christian. I believe that this hemp flower, like this, in these jars that you come in and get by the case, we teach you how to use it in a Firefly, like a herb vaporizer. So there's actually no smoke in there at all. Do I believe that this is as strong as what you find in Colorado? I do not. Let me tell you why. In its natural, purest form like that, obviously what is in marijuana is going to be increased levels of THC, greater than 0.03, right? So that plant over there, while it's great for people that are in pain, while it's great for sleep, while it's great for beginner users of cannabis products, it is not equivalent to a one-to-one equivalent to what you would be getting in a Colorado type of cannabis product. Having that said, when you move over into the Vapefuls, still legal, still meets the rules, still made from hemp, still all extracted from hemp, still has the stamp of approval that it is hemp, absolutely lab modified to be more concentrated in THC. Therefore, they are going to be as strong, if not stronger, than some of the things that I found in Colorado. And why do I say that? Very, very regulated in Colorado, right? You have this vape, you have a vape pen in Colorado. Got to be very, very regulated what's in there. You're going to only be able to put this amount in there. You're only going to be able to do this with THCV. You're going to only be able. Wild West, y'all. We're in Texas. Everything's legal. It's all legal, right? So the pens that are coming in. So when we talk to people about indicas, sativas, and hybrids, right? Why smoke? I don't typically tell people, hey, come in here and let me teach you to smoke. If you've never been a smoker or if you've never tried these products, let's start with smoke. I'm not going to say that. But there is a role in the cannabis lineup for smoke. It's instantaneous. You're going to know within 5 minutes how it's going to work. So if you're working with an elderly patient and they're aggressive or they're getting angry, they're agitated, you could give them just a little bit of smoke and it's going to work. Do I want them to start smoking? No, I don't want to do that. Already a smoker, there's just a way to instantaneously, it's the easiest way in my opinion to microdose. When you take a gummy, there's an hour and a half before, sometimes as long as 4 hours before that gummy uptakes, and you can't takesy backsies. You can't get it out of there. You know, with smoke, okay, you're gonna wait 20 minutes, you're gonna shake it off if you didn't overdo it on the first time. So we talk about indicas, sativas, and hybrids. So indica, we always say, I don't love this phrase, but they say in the bed, right? Indica will put you in the bed. Makes you tired, makes you sleepy, definitely gives you the munchies. Sativa, on the other end, ready to go. A little bit like an Adderall, a little bit like an upper. Then you have in the middle, that hybrid, right? That's your number one seller. Always gonna be a hybrid. Number one seller, always gonna be a hybrid. Some people don't like the heart palpitation. Some people don't like the lay in veg and don't do anything. But that's the basics of the three types. You're gonna find that in gummies, you're gonna find that in smokables, you're gonna find that pretty much everywhere. What I think is cool about the new products that we just got in, we've been talking a little bit about live rosin. So other than the flower, everything else in the store has some type of extraction process done to it, some type of chemical process done to it. Even the oils, even though it's cleanly oil, CO2 extracted. The newest lineup of product that we have are resin or rosin-based products. So we've shown you a couple of these before. These are actually Texas-grown hemp, Texas extracted product. Rosin, the nice part about rosin is they're just taking that plant and they're applying heat and pressure and they're pulling that plant sap, that plant rosin out of there, and they're putting it into a gummy. Okay, this is the first way that you're going to see it in a gummy. You're going to see it like this in there. Christian was saying, the thing about it being a rosin base, what does that make a difference? It's 3 times more potent than another product. It's also more natural. Got to cost you a little bit more. Got to be a little bit more. I'm not going to say a whole lot more in these gummies. These gummies are $28.99. These are $52.99 because there's double the price there. But that's the cleanest way that you're going to see these products. Hands down, safest way, beginner, wanting to get into cannabis products, literally heat and pressure applied to the plant, pulled it out, nothing done to this except for put in there. That's an exciting thing. So those two, then we've taken it one step further and we've combined it with Delta 8, and then we've also brought in a sativa and an indica. Now, are these going to be 100% natural since they've increased the Delta 9 and the Delta 8 in them? No, they're not. That's going to be done 100% natural. 100% natural live rosin. 100% live rosin enhanced with extra THC, the legal kind, of course, the legal kind in there to make them more potent and do things like that. You're going to now see in the products we can't talk about, the Vapefuls, you're going to see them coming in. We have a true synthetic Vapeful, again, natural product, but it has some type of oil additive added to them. I've vetted the brands as well as I could. These are all national brands. I had been going down to the smoke shop and grabbing them downtown in Houston and grabbing them and bringing them back. I didn't like that because I didn't have a rep. And that goes against what I was saying. It doesn't give me a place that I can guarantee product for you that it's going to work. It doesn't give me a place to learn knowledge about the product. And it doesn't say that they're being held accountable for those products and what's put in there because they're not a branded, repped brand. We now have them. So you have the regular vapes. Where I was going with that is you're now going to see a rosin-based vape again. Wow. That's going to be intense. It's going to be my first time to get to use one of those this evening. They actually arrived while I was gone. But I'm excited to see what's in there because you're going to see some of the same things that you were seeing in those gummies come up. You're going to see THCP, which Christian says that it is definitely in, as we're reading, we go and we research these things. We read, we learn about them so we can pass on. Definitely an increase in your sex drive. That's a thing. If you go to Colorado, they will tell you, hey, what are you here for? Are you here for better sex? Are you here for better sleep? Are you better here for anxiety? Literally, same conversation we're having with you, they're having there. You're going to get that out of THCP. You're going to get the THCV, definitely going to be an appetite suppressant. People ask us about this. You're now going to see those in all vapable forms. The nice part, though I'm a lover of flower and I'm a lover of the Firefly setup, it's still kind of awkward. You still have to have flour, you still have to have a grinder, you still have to take it out, it's still got a lot of components. So if you're trying to stay on the down low and you're trying to kind of do it and not be known, a vape is going to be your very, very best way, and it's legal. There's no differentiation in it. There's not going to be any question about it. So I'm super excited about this. We have the Shop Hop, the Friendswood ISD Shop Hop going on this next week. This next weekend, it's a fundraiser for them, so it'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so you won't be able to use any discounts or your points. You can gain your points, but you cannot use any loyalty points during that sale because we're doing a fundraiser while we're doing it. So we appreciate you. We look forward to seeing you. Thanks for sending us your cannabis referrals. That's our number one sales mechanism, is word of mouth, definitely in cannabis products. We do our best to train our staff to be vetted in these products and give you the best fit. I'm super excited about the lineups. It's been slowly trickling in, but I feel like what we really wanted to land in January is finally here, and we're able to roll it out. So come see us. You've been asking for them. They're on the shelf. We'll talk to you later. Bye.